Let's go out to Reno, Nevada. Dr. Erin Oxall, Senator, hear what you got for us.
Oh my gosh, my neck is sore from nodding. I'm just so excited about everything that's been on this call. Thank you so much. I just had to post. We're not only dropping new products, we're dropping prices over here. I mean, so disruptive. Josh and Britt, I cannot wait to get to know you. You just inspired me. I'm going to talk about mission. I was going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about mission. How do you find your mission? I'm going to show you all how you can break up with motivation. Because when you know your mission, you don't need motivation. I have to show you something my daughter's made me for a Christmas gift. If you can't read it, it says, I'm not bossy, I'm motivational. So here's the thing. I don't need to wake up every morning and say, okay, I need to get motivation to build this. When you know what your mission is, it will pull you. You will not need to push. Who would like to give up the pushing and, pushing a boulder up a hill? Like, no one wants to live like that. But you've got to figure out what your mission is, and that will pull you. So how do you figure out what your mission is? There's a couple ways to easily find your mission if you don't know what it is. Your mission is different than a goal. So my goal is to be Crown Diamond. My mission is to set the captives free. But here's how you find out your mission. It's usually a combination of these three things. What are you really, really gifted at? It's something that you've been told your whole entire life. Tracy's probably been told something about her whole entire life, ever since she was a little girl. Like she's been told something. That's your gift. I've always been able to see things. So it kind of makes sense. I'm a disruptor, right? But I've been a truth teller. I can see humans. I'm a psychologist. My gift is I can see you. I can see you. So that is part of your mission. Another way to find your mission is either what breaks your heart or what really makes you mad. What breaks my heart is when people don't understand their worthiness. They don't understand that bliss is their birthright. They don't understand that abundance is available for everyone. Well, that came because I struggled so many years of questioning my worth. So when I say I'm here to set the captives free, I know what that means. Free from unworthiness, free from limitation, free from stress, free from fear, free to be all that they were created to be, free to be healthy. I know that healthy living freed me from clinical depression that also had me suicidal 9 years ago. Josh, you and I were probably in the same boat about at the same time. I am the happiest person I know, and I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm saying that to impress upon you that when you are freed from that, you cannot help but share it with people. If I would have known how great I would feel, I would like to think I would have done it way sooner. We have a gift that can set people free. And the world of psychology and the world of medicine doesn't want anyone to know because it doesn't make them money. You've never seen a medical conference sponsored by carrots, have you? No, you haven't. It's because it doesn't make them money. We have the secret to set people free. So what breaks your heart or what makes you angry? And then third, you could also probably find your mission with what just makes you so happy and so excited. Well, what if you got on Facebook Messenger today and said, you know what? I've been given an assignment. I've been told to share my mission with 10 people today, and you're it. My mission is to set the captives free. I know that sounds a little grandiose, okay? But what I mean by that is, I don't know, I found a way to set our finances free. I have found a way to set my health free. Like, can I bless you with that? What if you did that? What if you shared your mission? Nodder, you're going to have a heart attack over there. You are so funny. I love watching. If you go all see Nodder on this call, he is so amazing. Share your mission and then keep your mission on the dashboard of your brain. My hunch is if you were in Josh and Britt's world, you would know their mission. You could wake them up at 2 a.m. and be like, what are Josh and Britt's mission? People around them would know. People know my mission. But you got to find your mission and share your mission. And your mission pulls you. I don't have to ask myself if I'm motivated. It's an easier, softer way to do things, isn't it? Isn't it a more fun way to do things? I'm just pulled by it. And it makes me appear insanely productive. I'm just clear focused. I just have clarity. And that makes me very productive, okay? But I'm so crystal clear on my mission. So I hope that blessed you. Thank you. Thank you, Josh and Brent, for that. Amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Erin. Powerful stuff. Bliss is your birthright. All right. Let's get into some training. We've got some awesome speakers with us today. We got a brand new one today. I'm going to start with him because I can't wait to hear from him. Actually, I see he and his wife are with us. Maybe we'll get to hear from both of them. Let's go out to Illinois. We got Josh and Britt Cross. The call is yours.
I'm so excited to be on this call. And yes, if you get Josh, you get Britt. We're a duo, so that's how we roll. And first of all, I just want to say thank you so much, Ben, for what you've created here. It's truly just special. And Brittany and I are so mission driven with what we're building in Live Good. We are so not money focused and mission driven, and that's one of the things that we see with people in the industry. We've been in the industry now for 9 years, and we see people in the industry that are they just chase the next dollar, chase the next deal, and for Brittany and I, we see the bigger picture of what Live Good will ultimately be. And for the first time in this industry for us, we're able to truly just have our cup filled with what we're doing here in Live Good, because we're creating something just greater than ourselves for so many people. And that's something I want to talk about today is team, T-E-A-M. I've always heard that we've been in the network marketing industry for 9 years, and I've always heard team, together everyone achieves more, but I've never actually seen it. It's just been a fun rah-rah slogan. Whereas the truth is, in Live Good, it applies, because what I do can help my team, what you do can help me, it just all around it applies. And how our compensation plan is structured, we genuinely have the together everyone achieves more concept, and it's not just a rah-rah statement. With that, what I'm going to be training on today is sharing your story and the importance of it. One of the things that we see when people struggle here is people will tell me, man, I'm struggling. Why am I? Nobody's, I can't get anybody involved. And I go to their Facebook, and I have no clue about anything to do with their life whatsoever. Like, I don't know them. It's just live good, live good, live good, live good, live good, live good, live good. So I say that to say this. I'm going to share my story with you, but you need to get good at sharing your story with other people. And over time, you're going to get better. But so for Brittany and I, we got started in this industry 9 years ago. I was a police officer. I had been doing that for 7 years at the time. I got into law enforcement because I'm a former foster kid who wanted to make a difference in the world, and I pursued that line of work. Brittany became a 911 dispatcher, and after 7 years with 3 kids, we're working opposite shifts, living paycheck to paycheck, struggling over money, fighting all the time, and our marriage is about to fall apart. And I found myself 9 years ago, this month, October of 2014, I pulled my squad car into my garage, and I sat there and I contemplated taking my own life in my garage that night. And that was my rock bottom that just made me think, you know what, something's got to change. And then in January 2015, I made a post on Facebook that I was looking for a way to earn an extra income. And someone shared with me, said, hey, you should look at what I'm doing. I'm in the nutrition space. Made about $6,000 my first year with a little time commitment. So that's what got us into this industry, was because we saw hope for something better, right? And so we pursued that. The company we was with, we did well there. It ultimately made some changes, and that rocked our world. And we ended up going to another company, and again, we not got so great things. And that's what led us to Live Good. When we saw Live Good, we said, this is the real deal. Nobody gets hurt here. Nobody. I don't have anybody stuck on an auto ship. I'm not front loading anybody with big old packages that they got to be paying to be commission qualified and all that. So with that, I say that, and that's a short version of my story, but that's who we are, right? And what drives us is because we want to make a difference. And so I say that to say, what's your story? Are you sharing that with your people? And maybe you don't even use social media. I don't know. We do. We use social media to do that. But maybe you're doing that in person. Maybe you're sharing your story. People need to know your story so that they can know who you are, because that's how they're going to trust you. That's how they're going to trust you enough to take a look at this Live Good thing, right? And so Brittany and I, people often ask us, when we first heard Ben and Nodder talk about recruit 100 people in a year, I said, what if I do twice that in half the time? So just the other day, we actually recruited number 200 in 6 months and 1 day. And so I say that because, thank you. I say that because we're creating, we feel like we're just creating something bigger, but here's why we were able to do that. Here's why we were able to do that. Because my people, our people, for 9 years have known who we are. So when because you can go to my Facebook and you know what I was doing today. I was moving my wife's gym from this house to another house. Yesterday, I was installing cameras at my new house with my little brother. And people know who I am by looking at my Facebook. So when I reach out to them and I say, hey, will you check out what I'm doing? They got 9 years of history of saying, well, I know Josh and Brittany. We know them. We followed them for a long time. So the biggest thing I would say, the biggest training tip I would give is just be very intentional about your people knowing who you are. And with that, Mama always makes sure she fills in the gaps. So.
I don't know. I'm just going to say, make sure you, when you're telling your story, be authentic, because people know if you are lying or fibbing or trying to be somebody that you're not. Like, don't think I need an elaborate story like Josh and Brittany's story to be able to help somebody. Just be who you are and share why you're doing LiveGood, why you want to achieve more in life, and people will be attracted to that instead of just trying to be something flashy and something that you're not.
Yeah. Yep. So one more thing, Tracy, you always recommend books, so I had to as well. Hustle. People at the Top of the Mountain didn't fall there by Joshua Medcalf. I had to recommend. I've been reading that book, and Tracy, I'm actually coming for you on the leaderboard right now. I'm a target-focused person. I'm right behind you. So thank you. I'll pass it back to you, Ben. Thank you so much for having us on.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Josh and Britt. That was awesome. And I feel like I need to start sharing my story on Facebook more. I don't post nearly enough, maybe like once a year. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is powerful. And you're right, people relate to people. Josh talked about stories, sharing your story. I mean, facts tell. I heard this early in my network marketing career. Facts tell, stories sell. You can talk about how many grams of protein we have in our protein. You can talk about how many different ingredients we have in our super greens. But that doesn't mean anything. But when you tell them a story, this helped me lose 10 pounds. This helped me be able to get my metabolism where I need it to be. I'm actually pooping again, where I'm not stopped up anymore. I mean, whatever the story is, stories sell. People relate to that much more than, hey, it's got some great ingredients in there, right? So that's absolutely true. And one thing you said was pretty powerful, because it was one of the things that one of Notter's selling points to me to try to get me to come do this, and that was nobody gets hurt. And he said that, and I'm like, that makes sense, you know? Nobody gets hurt. We're only helping people. And that was a big reason that this company even exists, is because Notter said nobody gets hurt. And I absolutely love that. So thank you for recognizing that. Great job. You guys are awesome. Congratulations, 200 members in personally enrolled members in 6 months. That is awesome. I'm going to get that book. You guys are awesome. You're invited back. Good job. All right.